Let's do a little bit of chair yoga. Sitting on the sofa, sitting on your favorite chair. Make sure your feet are under your knees or ahead of your knees, but if you have them back, it actually puts pressure on the ACL. Let your shoulders relax. Think about sitting up tall. So we're going to think of a cord lifting us up tall through the top of our head. We're going to tuck our chin in, about a fist distance from the chest, to line the neck up with the spine. We're going to lift our sternum. And then let's just do 3 shoulder rolls. So we're going to inhale up. And then just leave them in that kind of back and down position. I'm going to press down a little bit into the chair. I'll sit up a little bit taller. Also kind of helps the lower part of the back to kind of straighten out versus everything kind of collapsing. All right, then we're going to bring our arms to the side. We're going to inhale the arms up, reaching as wide as you can, reaching up as tall as you can. You're going to touch your fingers, right, and look up. And then exhale, reach out for the walls, wide as you can. Inhale back up, tall as you can. Lift your ribs away from your hips. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, reach out so wide you feel it in the chest and in the front of the shoulders. Let's do a third one up. We're going to inhale up. Exhale down. We're going to do some side bends now. So we're going to inhale the arms up just like we've been doing. And then we're going to exhale one arm down. And we're going to bring it to our leg so we got some spinal support there. Inhale, touch the ceiling. Exhale over to the side. Inhale up. Exhale, bring that arm down to your leg. Inhale, reach. Get that length. Exhale the length over. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, reach. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, reach. Exhale over. We're going to hold the next set. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, grab that length. Exhale the length over. So just stay there. So I'm not going over as far as I can, right? I'm just going to where I can feel those ribs kick in. I'm getting the stretch up through here. Now the other thing I want to do is not let my shoulder roll forward. There's a temptation to roll that shoulder forward. So instead I'm actually want it to feel like I'm leaning back just a little bit. And then I'm going to bring that arm down. Same thing other side. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to grab as much length as I can. I'm going to exhale that length over. I'm going to inhale, roll that top shoulder back. Just breathing nice, long, slow, deep breaths. And I'm going to inhale up and exhale down. And the next ones are twisting. So we're going to inhale up just like we've been doing. Exhale, twist off to the side. Put both hands down to that side. Inhale up. Now this is just a warm-up twist. You don't want to go far. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. I'm going to stay here this time though. I'm going to inhale and lift my chest. That'll lengthen my middle back. I'm going to exhale and look over my back shoulder and tuck my chin down because that's going to line my neck up with my spine. I'm going to inhale, press down into the chair. That's going to straighten out my tailbone and my lower back. And then I'm going to exhale and see if I can twist a little deeper now that my spine's in a better alignment. So when your spine is in good alignment, it's designed to twist. When your spine is out of alignment is when it gets hurt twisting. Right? So we want to make sure the biggest thing is the alignment. We've got the posture. We're only twisting a little bit just to comfort. Then we're going to inhale up. Exhale and twist. Both hands come down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, back shoulder, chin down. Inhale, press into the chair. Exhale, can I go a little further? I'm in a better alignment. Inhale, lift your chest, middle back. Exhale, back shoulder, chin down, neck, tip of the spine. Inhale, press into the chair, lower back and tailbone. Keep that spine in a good alignment. Focus on that and not on how far you're twisting. We're going to come on out of that. We're going to inhale up and exhale down. All right. So now we're going to move on to the neck. Home alone, hang on to either side of your face. As you exhale, you're going to turn your head to the side. So I'm turning to the left, resisting with my left hand. I'm inhaling back to center, resisting with my right hand, and exhaling to the right, resisting with my right hand. Inhale back to center, resisting with the left. Exhale, it's just a gentle resistance. Inhale center, resisting with the right. Exhale to the right, resisting with the right. Inhale to center, resisting with the left. Exhale to the left, resisting with the left. Stay there. Drop both hands to that side. Inhale, look up at the left ceiling. Exhale, look down at the left floor. Inhale, left ceiling. Exhale, left floor. Inhale, left ceiling. Exhale, left floor. Hands come back up. I'm going to inhale to center, resisting with the right. Exhale to the right, resisting with the right. Drop both hands to the right side. And inhale, look up at the right ceiling. Exhale, look down at the right floor. Inhale, right ceiling. Exhale, right floor. Inhale, right ceiling. Exhale, right floor. Hands come back up. Inhale, back to center, resisting with that left hand. And then drop both hands. All right. So now you can take one hand to the very back of your skull, right? Just cup your skull. 2 fingers to your chin, like you're pushing a dresser door. So I'm pushing that dresser door straight back. I'm not pressing it down. You don't press the dresser door down. You push it straight back, right? So I'm going to very gently, I'm going to press in with those 2 fingers. And I feel the back of the head lift up a little bit and then neck lengthen. We're going to do that 10 times. 2, 3. We're going to hold the 10th one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then hold it there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. All right, so I'm leaving in this position, and now I'm going to go ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. So I'm going to exhale, drop my ear to my shoulder. My chin's still tucked in, my neck is still long. And I'm going to inhale up. Exhale, other ear, other shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, ear to shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, ear to shoulder. Inhale up. And I'm going to stay here. I'm going to exhale, ear to shoulder, and stay there. I'm going to take my opposite arm and reach out. Okay? I'm going to reach out long. And I'm going to hinge the wrist, kind of play around there. And also I can feel, when I pull back on my hand, I can feel it going into my forearm, down into my fingers. I'm going to take my thumb and cross it over. That's for the tendon in the elbow, okay? Then I'm going to bring the shoulder, or the arm forward and back from the shoulder till I can feel the front of the shoulder. Maybe play around with my hands some more. But now I've got this big long line that I'm stretching that's starting kind of behind the ear right there, coming out my neck, through the front of my shoulder, down into my elbow, even though I don't feel it because I got that thumb, and right out into my fingertips. Then, continuing to stay there, I'm going to take that hand, forget about my thumb, bring it behind my back, gently press it in. Exhale, roll my shoulder back. Inhale, lift my chest. Exhale, let gravity take my head to the side. Now, the human head, the average adult human head is about 8 to 11 pounds, right? So, it's a pretty good sized weight. Now, keeping my ear by my shoulder, I'm going to inhale and roll my chin up. Here, I'm lifting my chin, my chest, and any muscles I feel it in, because now it's gone from the side into more the front. So my inhales, I'm lifting. Exhale, inhale, lift. And then on an exhale, I'm going to keep my ear by my shoulder, but roll my chin down. Here on the exhales, I'm relaxing my shoulders and letting gravity take my head. Then I'm going to bring that arm from behind my back. So my head's staying right where it is. I'm going to bring that arm from behind my back and cross it over in front of me. That arm can go anywhere. The big deal is the elbow went from back to front, right? So I could put on my leg, my arm, my belly. I can hang on to a pocket, whatever works for you. But get that elbow in front of you now. And then relax your shoulder and let gravity take your head. Then I'm going to take that same arm, leave my head right where it is. I'm going to reach towards the ceiling. I'm going to bend the elbow. Okay, so that hand goes anywhere, right? It might hit the top of your head. It might be behind your head. It might be all the way down to somewhere on your back. What I'm going to focus on now is I'm going to sit up tall. I'm going to pretend so I got to get my elbow high and my shoulder low. And that's tricky because as soon as you say elbow high, you hike your shoulder. As soon as you say shoulder low, you bring the elbow down, right? So what you got to do is pretend you're laying it on that wall behind you and then it's sliding down the wall. Okay. Now, with my head moving away from that, I should feel it right in here, right kind of where the neck makes that corner out to the shoulder, right? And specifically the levator muscle, which is the muscle used to elevate your shoulders. So my head's moving away from that. This is dropping down. All right, then I'm going to go to the other side. So I'm going to inhale up, exhale down. Now remember that whole thing started with your chin tucked in, right? So get your chin tucked in, lift the back of your head, get your neck in a nice alignment, and then drop your ear towards your shoulder. Take a couple of breaths here, sit up tall. Inhale, I'm lifting my chest, I'm pressing down into the chair, I'm sitting up tall. Exhale, I'm letting gravity take that 8 to 11 pound bowling ball off to the side. And then after a couple of breaths, I'm going to reach out through that arm. I'm going to hinge that wrist. I'm going to cross the thumb over the palm. Right? I'm going to go back and forth until I can feel kind of some muscles kicking in. I'm going to stay there. Then we go back and forth from the shoulders so I can kind of feel the front of the shoulder. I'm going to stay there. So my head's going that way. My arm's reaching in the opposite direction. And everything from there out to my fingertips is stretching. Then I'm going to rotate my hand and forget about my thumb because I'm going to bend my elbow so that thumb for the elbow doesn't matter as much anymore. It goes behind me. I'm still sitting up tall and just letting gravity take my head to the side. So now it's back in to the side of my neck and maybe just a little bit into the front of that shoulder. But by leaving my ear here and rolling my chin, I'm going to take it into the front. So on an inhale, I'm going to roll that chin up like I'm inflating it. So here on my inhales, I'm lifting my chin, I'm lifting my chest, I'm lifting any muscles I feel it in up towards the ceiling. I'm inhaling goes up, and on the exhale, I'm sliding my shoulder blades down my back. Inhale. And then on an exhale, I'm going to roll that chin down. My ear stays by my shoulder. I'm going to relax my shoulders. I'm going to let gravity take my head. A couple more breaths. So now it should be going into the back of the neck, maybe as far down as the shoulder blade. And keeping my head right where it is, I'm going to take the arm from behind my back, bring it in front, and cross it over anywhere it goes. The idea is the elbow went from way back there to way up here, right? I'm still letting gravity take my head. And feel it right in through here. And then I'm going to take that arm. I'm going to reach, my head's still staying where it is. I'm going to reach up, I'm going to bend that elbow. Anywhere the hand goes is fine, right? Don't worry about it. But here's what you got to worry about. Worry about trying to lay your arm on that wall behind you and then slide the shoulder down. And as soon as you pull that shoulder down, you're going to feel it right here. But the temptation is to let that arm either collapse forward or out to the side more. So pull that down and think, but still think about that elbow pointing up. Or as up as it's going to get. It might be over here, right? But it's whatever is up for you. Just a few breaths so I can feel it right there, the levators. The levator is the muscle you do this with, right? All right, but it gets really stuck and we get in under tension and our shoulders get higher and higher until they're right there at our earlobes. All right, so let's go to some chest openers. We're going to take our thumbs and we're going to go up and out. 1, 2, 3. See that arcing motion? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so you should have felt that right here, right in this area. Now, what happens is we take our hands, we turn them down so we can do all kinds of things, right? And then we look at them because we've got these dexterous little hands, we got to monitor what they do. So we get into this position. So once your hands turn in, your shoulders rolled in, right? And then when you go to look, your head comes forward. The next thing you know, the background's everything. So at some point, we've got to go up and back, right? So let's do another set of those. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Come forward in your chair so your arms can drop down by your side. So my arms are just hanging loose by my side. Now, is this going to be hard to see? Now I'm going to take my thumb and roll it out. So see, I'm externally rotating, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and drop. All right, so now we're going to take our hands and hang on to our ears. Now you're hanging on to your ears to keep your elbows high. Okay? If you just absolutely can't do that, you could come down to your shoulders. And then on your inhale, I'm going to press into the chair. I'm going to lift my chest. My chin only comes up a little bit. And then my elbows go back. I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades. See, I'm jetting forward. I'm kind of in a back bend. And then in my exhale, my tailbone tucks under. I'm going to round my spine and bring my elbows together. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to roll up. I'm lifting my chest, chin up a little bit. Elbows back, shoulder blades squeezed together. That's a scapular retraction, very important. And then when I come down, tailbone under, round the spine, head comes down, elbows together. That's scapular protraction. They've slid apart, so they're going back and forth. Then inhale, back up. This is spinal extension, back bend. And then I'm going to exhale down to spinal flexion, rolling forward, flexion, forward. Inhale, roll yourself up. So extension and retraction, and exhale down. There's flexion and protraction. And one more one just to make it good. And squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then come on down. And drop. All right. So we take one arm to the inside of our leg. We take the other arm, we're going to inhale and roll it up. So I'm opening the chest. I'm also getting a little twist to my spine. I'm looking up at my fingertips. And then I'm going to come down. I'm going to inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up. Feel that chest open. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up. Last one on each side. Exhale, roll down. And inhale, roll up. And exhale, roll down. So that was spinal twisting with the chest opener. Before that, we did spinal flexion, extension back and forth. In this plane, we did twisting. And at the beginning, we also did some side bending. All right. Now you're going to take your arms out in front of you. You're going to put one arm over the other, right? Take that bottom arm, bring it up, palm facing you, and kind of hug that arm, the other arm in, right? Now, the straighter you can get the arm, the better. But if, sometimes people's arms don't go all the way straight, right? So you just go to where you can get it. And then I'm going to hug it in. And the tighter I hug it in, the more I'm going to feel that stretch wrapping right around here, right? But you only want to feel it. You want to feel the muscle kick in. You don't want to feel nothing that's not doing enough. If it hurts, that's way too much, right? Maybe that muscle's compromised for whatever reason. If it's just uncomfortable, you want to get it to where it's like just very slightly uncomfortable. You don't want it terribly uncomfortable. You do want to feel something in that muscle. All right, and then when you're ready, you're going to come on out and go to the other side. So you take my arms out. I'm going to cross one over the other and bring the bottom arm up, right? Sometimes if I slide that arm out, it's a little bit easier, right? The straighter I get the arm, the better. The more I hug it in. I can kind of collapse in this pose. I don't have to sit up really tall. I can kind of collapse. Actually, if I play around a little bit, sometimes I can isolate different parts of the muscle a little bit better. But you should be feeling the stretch wrapping around the back of the shoulders. We did the front of the shoulders, the back of the shoulders. All right. So now we're going to come in. This time we're going to take our fingertips and just put them on your shoulders, right? Your elbows are dropped down as much as possible. And you're going to just draw little pancakes on the floor, little tiny pancakes, right? worst pancakes you ever had. They're like cheap and awful and small, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then go ahead and flip your palms up. Now you're going to bounce that whole shoulder girdle around. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep your elbows into your side, and then your palms facing down. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and that's for the rotator cuff. Then you're going to reach up as high as you can, like you're climbing a ladder or picking apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so we've done neck, we did the chest, we did the top of the back, we got the shoulder blades. We're going to get some middle back now. We got out into the shoulders, we're going to get the middle back now. Interlace your fingers, press your palms out, and then round your spine, so flex forward again, okay? Now, because my spine is out of alignment, I don't want to twist far. I want to think in terms of dynamic tension. Dynamic tension is where you take, think of stretching a rubber band, right? I'm going in two directions at the same time. Or I can make one stable and pull through the other one, but if they go in the same direction, nothing is stretching. So if you do that, you're not stretching anything, you're just rolling on your side, right? So think about the dynamic tension here. So I'm really pressing out through the fingers and then backwards through my back. And then we're going to exhale. I'm just going to turn a little bit. I'm going to inhale to center. I'm going to exhale, turn a little bit. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. Inhale, center. Okay, exhale, turn, stay there. So if I've turned off to the left, I'm going to lift my right shoulder. If I've turned off to the right, I'm going to lift my left shoulder. So whatever side I'm off to, the opposite shoulder comes up. And pretend like you're trying to look through your hands at somebody, right? I'm playing peekaboo through my arms there. Okay, then I'm going to see if I can isolate my shoulder blade on that side of the arm that's lifted, my shoulder blade. And I'm going to press backwards through the shoulder blade, forward through the hands. There's that dynamic tension, right? Now the muscle I'm looking for, you should feel it between the spine and the shoulder blade. It actually goes under the shoulder blade as well. You just don't feel that part. So we're looking for the rhomboid, and that's the muscle you use to draw your arm back. All right, exhale back to center. Inhale into center. Reestablish that flex forward spine, then exhale to the other side. And inhale, lift that other shoulder and kind of peek out from underneath there. Find the shoulder blade, backwards through the shoulder blade, forward through the wrist and hands. I'm looking for that rhomboid, right? Tight, ropey muscle. It's the one that knocks up on you, and you say to somebody, "Can you rub my back? I think I'm going to knock back there." And the person goes, "Oh yeah, I can feel it rolling around." Exhale back to center. Now inhale your arms up. Touch the ceiling, and on the exhale, how far back will the arms go? And then inhale, ceiling. Exhale, see how far back you can get the arms to go. Inhale, ceiling. Exhale, back. Inhale, ceiling. And exhale the arms down. All right, so now we've pretty much gone right down. We're going to get lower back now. You're going to take your legs out nice and wide. Your toes are pointing up. Now, it's like you're going to touch your toe, but I actually don't care how close to your toe you get. What I want you to do is bring that arm back, up, and over. Almost like you're swimming, right? Back up and over, because it's going to give you this stretch in here. So go back up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's really 5 per side. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And the last thing I'm going to show you is how to do a sit-up from a chair, right? So you don't have to lay on the floor and all that stuff to get some kind of abdominal strength going on. Just sit a little ways out from the chair so there's some room between you and the back of the chair. Plant your feet, probably wider is going to make feel a little bit more stable. You're going to lean back, right? And then I'm going to use just my abs to pull myself forward. One, like that, right? And I'm just using my abs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and stop in that back position. Let your head sit back. And move your feet so they're a little more under your knees, or maybe ahead of your knees, not behind. It's bad for the ACL. Arms anywhere you want, provided it allows your shoulders to drop. So if it's something that's got your arms hiked up high and you're kind of sinking down into your shoulder girdle, that's probably not a good one. But just think of something that allows the hi, my little friend Chow, allows the shoulders to drop, right? And we're just going to take 3 big, long sighs of relief together. So, great big inhale. You should feel a little bit better. Namaste, and thank you for joining me.